What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's talk about it. All right, y'all. So, a fight is being finalized between two undefeated super middleweight fighters. The first fighter being the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, who is 27 wins, no losses, no draws, with 23 wins by way of knockout. He was last in the ring earlier this year with Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, who was another former super middleweight champion. That saw David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. That fight, Caleb Plant, he started out fast, sharp, quick, but as we know with Caleb Plant, at times he tends to slow down over the second half of the fight. But around the fourth round in that fight, you can see David Benavidez start to pick it up and apply the pressure and having a lot of success. And honestly, he could have potentially had stopped Caleb Plant at some point if he wasn't doing as much holding. I know a lot of people were complaining about the referee, Kenny Bayless, allowing him to hold, but you know what happens? It happens. Nonetheless, David Benavidez, still undefeated, got a unanimous decision in that fight. Also, for those of you who don't know, David Benavidez is a two-time WBC champion. He lost this belt on the scale one time during COVID, and everything was shut down. And before that, he lost his belt as well when he tested positive for illegal substances. Now, a lot of people who also, for y'all who don't know about David Benavidez, he is a strong volume puncher. He tends to pick up a lot of times in the second half of the fight or over the middle rounds, puts a lot of pressure on his opponents, has fast hands. A lot of people talk about how his defensive style isn't where it should be, how he stands up straight. But in that last fight with Caleb Plant, he looked really good. Definitely he moved his head better, and I think he has still a lot of room for improvement. He's only, I believe, 26 years old, so he's got a little ways to improve. Now let's talk about the fighter who they're finalizing this deal with, Demetrius "Boo Boo" Andrade, who is 32 wins, no losses, no draws, 19 wins by way of knockout. Demetrius Andrade is a former champion at 154 pounds and 160 pounds. Earlier this year in January, we seen him take the step up to 168 pounds. He fought Damon Nicholson to a decision. For those of you who don't know, Demetrius Andrade, he's a slick boxer, known for his slick boxing skills and his defensive prowess. He's known to have a real good ring IQ. So yeah, like I said before, he's a two-division champion. He is 35 years old. We don't know how that's going to play into this fight, although, many times we've seen in boxing, a lot of times the older guys can win the fights. But Demetrius Andrade, for a while now, as a lot of other fighters, or some other fighters, I should say, have been clamoring to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Demetrius Andrade, he wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez at 160. Canelo Alvarez moved up 168, made it his home. He moved up to 175. He beat Sergey Kovalev. Then he moved back down, became undisputed, moved back up, lost to Dimitri Bivol. Then he moved back down, faced Triple G, faced John Ryder, and here we are. He's about to face Jermell Charlo in defense of that undisputed crown. Now, with this fight with David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade, I believe right now the better fighter of the two is David Benavidez. Demetrius Andrade, he didn't look exceptionally well in his 168-pound debut, but that's not to say he can't improve as well. what for me, it was just not what I would have expected out of him. Definitely a decision is something I would have expected, but I would have expected it to look more dominant, I should say. More dominant, wider spread, make it, clear I'm here to stay, that type of deal. With David Benavidez, he's been at 168. He's grown into this. He's definitely taking care of his body, making sure his weight stays good. He's staying close to the gym at all times now because he knows that fight with Canelo, it's inching closer. He's definitely right there. And I believe at this point in time, David Benavidez can get the win over Demetrius Andrade. I will give you guys my final predictions later when this fight gets finalized and when the deal is set. They're saying this fight should take place sometime this fall. It's looking like, it's looking like sometime in October or early November as of right now. They have not put out any official dates on it. So just stay tuned. And I'm definitely going to bring you guys all the new updates with this. So trust me, I got you. But that's all I got, you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on Instagram at All Sports Media TV. Follow me on my other Instagram at KJ the Great 09. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.